everybody, welcome to the 𝐂𝐸 Way. I'm Jessica, and today's video is going to be all about our homeschool plans for the summer. Now, we homeschool year-round, but summer looks just a little bit different in our homeschool. So I like to really dig into Emily's interest, even though we do interest-led learning the entire school year anyway, but that's really what I like to dig into in the summer. And I also don't like to do a whole lot of new concepts, at least not when it comes to math and language arts. I prefer to just focus on review for the summer and make sure that she really has those concepts down, because she's already spent 9 months doing, a lot of math, and I think she does deserve a break from like her typical curriculum. So we focus on fun, relaxed, interest-based, and a little bit of review. The first thing that I know for sure that we're going to be doing will be discovery decks. Now, I personally, if I'm the one strewing the discovery deck, I'm going to either pull from Florida's Flora and Fauna or our financial literacy. And that is because both of these are topics that we're going to be learning about this summer. But I know that Emily has already been really eyeballing some of the new topics, which are endangered animals, all about sharks, and all about primates. In fact, this one she insisted that I create. But I know she's already been eyeballing those, so if she's the one choosing the card, it's probably coming from an animal-based deck. That is just kind of how it works. And it doesn't matter to me, learning is learning. But sometimes I'm the one pulling it and strewing it for her, in which case I'm going to sneak in something we're already learning about. And other times she's pulling it just because she wants to watch something specific or she wanted more screen time. And so she's going to pull one that's animal-based every single time. That will be part of her independent learning. She'll probably watch those over breakfast most days. And then in addition to that, she will do the daily summer activities from Evan Moore. I actually did a video a few weeks ago where we had 4 different summer bridge workbooks, and I showed you guys inside them. I let Emily end up being the one who chose, and this is the one that she picked, mainly because it's the high color and high interest visually, but also because it's just 1 page a day. So the way it is set up is week 1 Monday, week 2 Wednesday, or whatever. We won't do it that way. I will not even give her this book. I will get a clipboard. I will pull a page out. I will put it on the clipboard, and she will do 1 page every time that we do school during the summer. If it doesn't match up on days, it doesn't matter. If we don't finish this book, it doesn't matter. My whole reasoning for this is just so that we don't have that summer slide in the fundamental subjects. And if there's a subject or a concept in here that they go over that she hasn't been taught, then I will cross it out. Or if it's one that maybe she just could be exposed to, then I'll sit down and be more than willing to help her. I don't expect her, it is independent, but for example, if there's a geography concept we haven't done, I don't expect her to just know how to do it. We do not normally do new math concepts, and I will not be doing any pre-algebra over the summer with her because she worked really hard and she deserves a break from that. However, I did purchase before personal finance, and I really wanted to use it. I thought we would use this during the school year because I didn't plan for her to do Denison's pre-algebra in 1 year, so I thought we would have some more downtime. But she did it in a year because she actually kind of enjoyed it. So I decided to move this to the summer. So we will be doing a financial literacy boot camp, if you will, kind of consumer math and financial literacy for the summer. And so while some of those might be new concepts, it's not really new math skills per se, because it's mostly going to be money math. And this will be kind of the base of it. I will be using this, a few books, a few other workbooks, and a ton of games. I have a huge stack of games, and I'll be sharing all of the details of that with you next week, but this will kind of be the base of it. We'll be doing 1 to 2 lessons a week, and then, like I said, playing a lot of games the other times. For our large unit study, or the interest-based thing that we are digging into this summer, it will be Fascinating Florida. So this is a new unit study that is a study of Florida's past people and places. I'm super excited for this. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time. I've lived in Florida my whole life, and there is so much about my home state that I don't know. So I'm excited to learn it alongside Emily. Florida's first people, our geography, our culture, how we became a state, just so many wonderful things. The other thing I'm really excited about is that there are field trip ideas with every lesson, and so there's going to be new places for us to visit, which is why we waited till the summer to do it, because we knew that we would be able to do a lot of like the Florida Springs and state parks and really enjoy those when the weather was warmer. So we will be hopefully doing a lot of kayaking and paddleboarding and visiting new places and just really learning about our local history here in the state of Florida. To go along with that, I decided to pull our Who Was Ponce de Leon book and mini unit study. Now, obviously, he is mentioned frequently in Fascinating Florida, but I thought we would dig in a little deeper with the mini unit study that goes with this book, and probably also take a trip to St. Augustine and visit the Fountain of Youth and all of those things, because I have actually never been there. And then, because we're doing Florida, one of the things I wanted to do was read a lot of books that were set in Florida. So the one that I know we will for sure get through will be 𝐻𝐻 by 𝐂𝐨. I have a lot of other books that I purchased too, but this is the one that we will start with. We will do this as a read aloud together, and we will pair it with the 𝐻𝐻 novel study. So we will be reading the book, watching the movie, and doing this novel study. I have, like I said, a lot of other books that are based in Florida, as well as a few other games. So I will share those resources as well next week. In addition to that novel, which we will be doing together, Emily is doing 2 book and movie out-school classes with Mary Hannah Wilson this summer. The first one is The Giver. Now, we already read this earlier this year, and we did the novel study with it. So she probably won't have to read it again. She'll just refresh her memory, and then she'll watch the movie and do the book and movie class with her peers, which will be something different because she didn't have the chance to do that when we read it. And then the other one is How to Train Your Dragon. Emily has probably read this 5 times. It's one of her favorite books, but she was excited to do the book and movie class with her peers. And the movie this time around will be based off of the new one that's releasing, so it will be a little bit of a different take. She's not sure how she's going to feel about the movie. She's seen trailers, and she's like, I don't think I'm going to like it, but we're holding out hope that it's better than what she's thinking. She will also be doing a beekeeping camp through 4-H, a golf camp through 4-H. She will be doing archery. We will have a lot of that happening this summer. And then she is also going to be taking guitar classes. That is something new that she has decided to try for the summer, is guitar classes or lessons. We are hoping that in addition to that, we can spend at least 1 day a week taking field trips, hopefully to local places in Florida, just to get more familiar with that. What our days will probably look like will be her doing her independent stuff, which will be like one of the Discovery deck cards and her review, more than likely then going outside and spending a few hours outside, because we try to get outdoors before the Florida heat kills us. And then we will come inside and we will read and do whatever lessons we're going to do for that day. I don't necessarily have like a set plan, because some days it's going to be rainy and we're not going to be able to spend time outdoors, and so we may get through multiple chapters of a book or through multiple lessons or play multiple games. And then other days we may have great weather, or we may be in the pool and we may get to nothing else. So I'm really, really flexible in the summer. We will also be, like I said, reading a lot of books, playing a lot of games, and hopefully getting in a lot of pool schooling. If you are interested in our Florida unit study, our financial literacy boot camp, or our pool school resources, I'm going to be sharing a video on each of those next week. So make sure you're subscribed and that you've hit that bell so that you're notified when they come out. Now, don't forget to let me know down in the comments what your homeschool plans are for the summer, even if you're taking the whole time off and taking a break, because if you need it, go for it.